Recently, a lot of Nollywood viewers have been saying there is something unusually different about the way Bryan Okwara and Sonia Uche connect in movies, because while many romantic pairings focus on loud drama and exaggerated emotional scenes, these two somehow manage to create deep emotional tension, using the simplest moments, and fans now believe that is exactly why audiences cannot stop talking about them, because their chemistry feels more like two real people, emotionally connected rather than actors trying too hard to convince viewers they are in love, and people online keep saying that whenever Bryan and Sonia appear together, everything suddenly feels calmer, softer and more believable compared to the usual fast and overdramatic romance many viewers are already tired of seeing in Nollywood movies, and this conversation has become massive online because audiences now feel emotionally drawn to the natural energy both actors create together, and many fans say the reason their chemistry stands out so much is because Bryan Okwara brings a mature and emotionally stable presence into romantic scenes, while Sonia Uche brings vulnerability, emotional warmth and sincerity. And when those two energies combine, audiences end up feeling emotionally connected to the story almost immediately, without needing excessive romantic dialogue or unrealistic arguments, and viewers now believe that the strongest thing about Bryan and Sonia is the fact that they make emotional intimacy look effortless because they rely heavily on eye contact, silence, body language and emotional timing, instead of depending on dramatic shouting or forced romantic moments. And some fans are even saying that many actors today mistake overacting for chemistry, while Bryan and Sonia prove that true chemistry often looks quiet and emotionally controlled. And this opinion has been spreading heavily on social media, because viewers keep replaying scenes involving both actors and reacting to how emotionally natural everything feels, and some people now claim they can literally feel tension between Bryan and Sonia, even when nothing romantic is happening directly in the scene, because the emotional comfort between them feels too genuine to ignore. And fans also keep mentioning how Bryan Okwara's acting style plays a huge role in why audiences are reacting so strongly, because instead of trying to dominate emotional scenes, he often acts with restraint and patience, which makes the romance feel more mature and realistic, and many viewers now say that his calm personality gives Sonia enough emotional space to shine naturally, which creates a balanced emotional connection audiences enjoy watching, and this balance has become one of the main reasons people now describe them as one of Nollywood's most believable romantic pairings, because neither actor appears desperate to force chemistry, and everything seems to flow naturally between them. And many viewers have also noticed that Sonia Uche behaves differently in scenes with Bryan, because her emotional delivery often becomes softer and more relaxed, and fans believe that comfort level is one reason audiences connect so deeply with the pairing, because the emotions look authentic instead of scripted. And some people online are now saying Bryan and Sonia represent a more mature type of romance that viewers rarely see anymore, because instead of focusing on toxic arguments, jealousy or dramatic confusion, their scenes usually center more around emotional understanding, calm communication and quiet romantic tension. And many fans now describe this style of chemistry as refreshing, because it feels emotionally intelligent instead of chaotic. And this is exactly why clips involving both actors continue trending repeatedly, because audiences feel emotionally safe watching them together. And some viewers have even said their scenes remind them of older Nollywood romance movies, where relationships developed slowly and emotionally rather than depending entirely on dramatic reactions. And many people now believe that Bryan and Sonia succeed because they understand the importance of emotional packing and subtle acting, which allows viewers to naturally connect with the story instead of feeling emotionally manipulated. And fans also continue talking about the way Bryan looks at Sonia during scenes, because audiences believe his facial expressions carry more emotion than entire conversations, and this has become one of the biggest reasons people keep analyzing their clips online, because even simple moments between them often feel emotionally loaded, without needing too much explanation. And some viewers now say Sonia Uche's emotional reactions around Bryan appear more sincere than many of her other pairings, because she seems completely relaxed and emotionally present whenever they share scenes together. And this has caused many fans to become convinced that the chemistry between both actors is something rare, because audiences feel like they are watching real emotional connection rather than ordinary movie acting. And some entertainment bloggers are now calling Bryan and Sonia one of the smartest romantic pairings currently happening in Nollywood, because they understand that audiences no longer want exaggerated romance all the time, and instead prefer relationships that feel emotionally grounded and believable. And many fans now say that the strongest scenes between Bryan and Sonia are usually the quietest moments, because they create emotional tension through subtle reactions. Instead of dramatic performances, and this softer romantic energy is exactly why viewers continue becoming emotionally attached to them, because people feel like the relationship on screen reflects how mature adults actually connect emotionally in real life, and some fans even believe Bryan Okwara has helped redefine romantic acting for many viewers, because his calm screen presence feels more emotionally realistic than the loud, aggressive style audiences often see in movies. And when combined with Sonia Uche's emotional sensitivity, the result becomes a pairing that many people now describe as deeply addictive to watch, because the chemistry feels peaceful but emotionally intense at the same time. And this unique emotional balance has caused fans to constantly request more movies featuring both actors, because audiences now believe their connection deserves stronger storylines and bigger productions. And many viewers are also saying that Bryan and Sonia manage to create romance without making it look childish or performative, because their emotional interactions often feel mature, patient, and emotionally aware. And this has made many fans, especially female viewers, emotionally attached to the pairing, because people now say their scenes feel comforting and believable, instead of stressful and overly dramatic. And one major reason this conversation keeps growing online is because audiences feel emotionally exhausted by unrealistic romance stories, where actors constantly overreact and create unnecessary chaos, while Bryan and Sonia bring a calmer emotional atmosphere that feels easier for viewers to connect with, and some fans even believe their chemistry works, because both actors seem to trust each other emotionally during scenes, which allows everything to flow naturally without awkwardness.